What is going on, guys? This is Mando with M Traders, and we're going to be talking about our Monday night recap. So earlier this morning I made a video about Monday morning recap of what we are going to be playing, what are we looking for, any trends that might play out for the day. And actually a lot of them actually did play out for the day, right? Now you also got to take in consideration these are just my opinions. You got your own, so I'm just trying to help people out, kind of sharing my point of view on certain tickers or the market overall, right? You have hundreds of YouTubers talking about it, and I think there's not a shortage of people trying to help others, right? And I'm one of those. So again, if you have not subscribed, make sure you do subscribe on the link below. Also, click the notification settings, and that's the little bell with the notification. And also, if you are looking for a community to talk to other investors about certain tickers, why not? Just sign on to Discord chat. We usually come in about 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. in the morning. That's when we start coming into the war room, which is our talk channel inside our server in Discord. And again, it's free, so you don't have to pay $200 or $300 to join a community with other investors, which I thought that was where I found most value in Discord groups, is talking to other people, not the actual person running it, but other people that are within the chat. So that being said, let's go and talk about what happened today, right? So what happened today? Anybody want to take a guess? Yeah, market's dump. They almost went about 700 points on the Dow. Now we did talk about certain tickers, so let's get to them, right? So BABA. I'm gonna post also the link of the morning recap video of the plays that we were going to make for today on the description below. So make sure you click on it and kind of always compare. I feel it's good to see, when a YouTuber or an investor talks about certain stocks before they play out, and I go back to see if it played out the way they were thinking about it. And they sure did, right? So let's get to it. So one of the ones that we were talking about is BABA. So I was talking about BABA early in the morning, saying this was going to be the first resistance, but the way we were looking at things, might wanted to test this area right here, right? And I drew it in the other video and all that. So anyways, notice that it did act as a previous resistance almost perfectly. It got rejected, came back, it got rejected. And sure enough, once it went up, it came down, it went back up. Right, but something to take in consideration, this one, which is I believe is my 50 SMA acted as a resistance, right, all the way downwards until broke the resistance and came right back up. So we saw this area right here, which is the 169 area. I say area because you got a few cents here and there, right? Acted as a pretty good support, right? Almost touched, not really, but between these two lines, which I don't know if you guys watch Don Fran, but he has very good zones, right? So it's more like a zone instead of a support resistance. I think I like his zones better because nothing is perfect, nothing ever bounces. Well, sometimes, right? Like if you're looking at this area right here, it almost bounced perfectly. However, it's more like an area of rejection. Patent pending by Don Fran. So his rejection zones are basically based on support and resistance, but it gives you a little bit more of a area where it will bounce or get rejected. In this case, this was the zone. You can see it kind of bouncing from here, and you might want to recover, right? So this played out perfectly if you were doing puts or calls. If you were doing calls and you saw this double bottom, 1.4%, that's not bad. If you buy 50 calls, that's a lot of money. 1.4%, and you don't have to have a lot of money to make $1,000, $2,000. In this case, I made today total profit after losses and everything combined $720, if I'm not mistaken. $720 a day, which was amazing. $720 is amazing. I love it, right? All right, let's go back to the other one that we were talking about, NG. So we were talking about NG about 2.65, right? And the morning recap, we said that this was going to be is going to retest between 2.61 and 2.62, right? We said that this was going to happen. This was the area. So notice I actually went and hold it. I had a small position. I bought it. It came like this, bounced back up. Notice here on this level is like a double bottom. This is the 5-minute chart, by the way, if you guys don't know. This is the 5-minute chart. I saw a double bottom here and I knew it was going to get rejected again. So it did got rejected and it came back up. Then today, right around 1900 hours. Okay, so right after the market closes. So I swung DGAZ. Yes, I know. I'm not yet red. However, the only reason is because we're bearish, right? So, but right around 1900, that's something you guys gotta be careful. The extended range, weather models came out, and it showed warmer than usual weather coming up for the month of June. For the first, I believe, is the first week, and then the middle weeks are kind of actually neutral, and then the last week is warmer than normal. So that actually is going to affect the CDDs, which is the cooling day degrees for natural gas. And notice, I'm not lying, 1900, 1905, boom, it's just shut up. And you know, almost a percent. Got rejected. We're in this area right here. So what do I think is going to happen? You know what? Now, I think it's going to come down. That's just me, right? I mean, this is just me thinking. I don't see any patterns. I'm right in the middle of my range, where I would not buy. I would actually buy DGAZ at this level. As 2.64, I would buy DGAZ. If it goes above 2.65 again, then yes, this time I'll go my whole account on DGAZ on my webull account, which is the one I use for stocks, and the one I use for options is Tastyworks. So yeah, so I think it's gonna come down by tomorrow morning. So I'm not too worried about it. I mean, I still got a lot of way to go up before I actually turn red. And if I do, I'm just going to add more DGAZ. Now, if it reaches anything below 2.60, I'm going to start thinking about buying UGAZ. Okay, so yeah, like we said this morning, we talk about it. This is a good buying point. And sure it was, right? Now we just got to keep going down. For those who are in UGAZ, well, I really hope you guys make money tomorrow. Now, what was the other one that we were talking about? ROKU. ROKU was the moneymaker for me today. When I make the video, I did buy at this level at 84.4, 84.1. I did buy a few puts, and then I saw it coming down. It rejected from the 200 SMA, you know, 1, twice, 3 times. It got rejected. It went right back up, which it was at kind of like a previous resistance level. And I actually saw this candles, the 5-minute candles rejecting, right? I didn't see no bull flag. I saw it actually rejecting. And I'm going to add more puts. And gladly, I did add more puts with my 82 strike level. And I held all day. This was very boring, by the way. Just watching this sideways action. And actually, it kills, if you got options, this kills your options. My God, I was actually here. I was up $900. By the time I was here, it was down to $800. So this is 900. This was 800. Same level. However, you know, the theta kills you. If I didn't pronounce it right, you know, my bad. You guys know what I meant. You option traders, Yankees. All right. So yeah, so it was 900 for those people that do not know. Time decay, you know, 8, 900, 800, same level. So, however, when I was looking at this, I saw a lot of rejection going on, a lot of sideways action. With the market still going down, I was very confident that it was going to keep going down, and sure enough, it dumped again, and I sold. I said I'm done. I actually didn't sold at 78.87. I sold at 78.30. So at this level, that's when I sold. It was pretty amazing for me. It was almost like it wasn't a 6.5%. Actually, it was more like, because about this level, it was more like a 4% gain on my puts, and I was very happy with my $700 total profit for the day. Yes, it was like $1,000 or $1,100 plus. I had some losses on Z, which was this one. I saw early in the morning. Keep in mind, I bought Z, which is Zillow Group. I bought it right here at this level, 34.24. Again, even though I was still up, technically, I sold around this level right here, about 35 something. It still did not time decay ate it away. I was still negative, and I decided to cut losses, and that's when I got into Roku. Right, if I should have waited a little bit longer, probably I would have had a nice recovery. However, I did not, because I wasn't too confident on this one, especially with the market, you know, coming down the way it was. And the last one, we were talking about gold. Gold being, you know, it was gonna come back up again. I got in around, so coming up. Yeah, I got in about 12.90 on gold. Well, again, JNUG. When I talk gold, that means JNUG. If I talk about going down, when it goes down, JDST. You guys know this. So I decided to go into gold. Once it came back up here, and I saw it crossing my 38.2 retracement, I decided to take my wins. And yes, it kept going up. However, I was still very happy with my profit and my webull account, and I'm not going to complain. Now, what do I think is going to happen tomorrow? What am I watching? I'm still watching Roku. I want to get more puts. I'm really hoping. Let's clear this setting. So, hey, you guys notice a pattern? I will not be very surprised if it touches here. What time is it? It's midnight. I will not be surprised if it tries to retest what I now consider a trend line for Roku. A down trend line. Kind of, yeah. Right? I mean, I don't know if you guys see it, but that's what I see. And I'm really hoping for this stock to have a bullish rally tomorrow morning, go all the way up, and I will buy at around 82. If it goes above 86, oh my god, I'm buying puts. Again, this is an all-time high, right? It is at an all-time high, and also is in the weekly. It's kind of in the overbought territory. Even though the SMI, the stochastic fool, doesn't look like it wants to come down. Let's look at the okay, this one looks a little bit better. Stochastic fool is in the downturn. I have a bearish reversal on the reversal signal. The SMI kind of, yes, still going down, but I don't know what it wants to do here. You might want to just do this. Right? You might want to do this, or you might want to do this. Retest trend line and keep going down. That's what I think it might happen. Now, can I be wrong? Of course. If I was right, I would be rich already, guys. So these are my thoughts on this 15 minutes. I'm going to cut it short because I do not like to go past 15. All right, so tell me, guys, what you think, and we'll see you tomorrow for our Tuesday morning recap. See ya.